Audio. Give me just a second. Audio. Give me just a second. All right. So let me know if you can hear me now. Let me know if you can hear me now. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me now. So I've been dropping some great gem with no audio. Wow, this is all right. I will start over because I know I was dropping some gems. So I don't want you to miss any of the things that I just said. So let me just go ahead and start over to make sure that you're getting this thing properly. So um, three ways that you can two ways for you to make AI work for your home care agency. Two ways to leverage AI for your home care agency. And the first thing that we say, the first thing, the first way that you can leverage AI in your home care agency is end of day report. So imagine after at the end of every day, you want to kind of like know what's going on. You want to know what's going on at the end of every day. You don't want to wait until like the end of your the end of your by payroll, not of your week, but of your pay period, right? Sometimes we want to wait until the pay period to actually look at the shifts, look at everything that was going on. Guess what? We don't want to do that. What you want to do is basically um, you want to you want to make sure that, hey, who clocked in early, who clocked in late, did everybody take their break, anyone take a longer break? You want to know that, but you want to know it on a daily basis, right? On a daily basis, you want to get that report. So if you have an assistant, you would ask your assistant, say, hey, can you go ahead and give me an end of day report, right? So your assistant would go and look at every shifts, everyone, when they clocked in, when they clocked out, when they took their break. So your assistant will have to go and do all of that on a on for every case. Let's say you have 20 cases out, right? So now your assistant is gonna go through each of them and check everything. Let's say it takes them like 2 minutes each. That's still about 40 minutes your assistant gonna spend to do that, right? And then to write you write a report, type a report of what's going on. By the time everything is said and done, you know, you're roughly about 1 hour into this, right? Now imagine you have more than 20 cases out, right? How long is that going to take? Whether you have an assistant doing it or you have yourself doing it, it's time that can be used in a better way, right? It's time that you can definitely do something else with that time. So how do you do that? Well, leverage the power of AI, right? Leverage the power of AI with an AI assistant that you can ask the AI, say, hey, run me an end of day report. And within seconds, within probably like a couple of minutes, no more than like 2, 3 minutes, your AI can actually give you a report of everything that happened in your agency for that day. And beautifully put together graphs and everything that you need, however you want it to be, to let you know this is what happened in your home care agency. And now you can fix things a lot quicker, right? Imagine you have someone who clocked out 30 minutes later. Well, you want to know why, right? Why did you clock out 30 minutes past your time? Right? If you need to get in touch with them, you can get in touch with them faster and get this taken care of. If they clocked in late, right? Whatever happened during that day, you can get that report easily within a few minutes with your AI can do that for you. And your assistant in your office can do something that is more productive. Yourself, you can do something else that is more productive, right? So with AI, you can increase productivity, meaning that the things that don't have to take a lot of time or manpower to do, you don't have to put manpower and a lot of time behind them. Okay, so with that being said, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you got this. Let me know in the chat if you got this. Put end of day in the chat for me. Put end of day in the chat for me. This is what we're talking about, right? An end of day report, an end of day report. So put end of day report in the chat for me if you got this. And I believe this is going to be a game changer for every home care agency owner to actually use, right? So that's definitely a game changer for any home care agency owner to use. So um, so now let's talk about the second one, right? The second one. What is the second way you can leverage AI? You can make AI work for you for your home care agency. It's also kind of like the same thing, but it's an overview of the next day, right? It's an overview of the next day. Basically, asking your AI, hey, give me an overview of tomorrow, and within a couple of seconds to a couple of minutes, your AI can tell you, hey, tomorrow, this is what we have going on tomorrow. We have 10 shifts tomorrow. We do have every shift is covered, or one of our shift is not yet covered. We need another caregiver, right? So the AI can actually tell you within a couple of seconds or minutes, can give you an overview of what's going on tomorrow, right? So that way you know you can get an understanding of what to expect um, the next day. Okay, so this is number two. So number one is end of day. Number two is actually something that you can do on the same night, is an overview of the next day, right? Give me an overview of my next day, and then your AI can go and scan and tell you, okay, this is what's going on tomorrow in your agency, right? So uh, fantastic. By the way, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you feel like this is a game changer for you, for your home care agency. Let me know in the chat. Put game changer in the chat for me. Put game changer in the chat for me. By the way, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and drop your questions in the chat, and I'll be answering your questions. Just drop your questions in the chat for us, and then I'll be answering your questions. Okay. So that's number two. Before I go to number three, I want to remind you, we will be teaching you how to do all of that. We will show you the not just this, but even other ways of using AI in your home care agency, other automations that you need to have in your home care agency moving forward. So we will show you how to leverage AI and automation, right? How to leverage AI and automation in your home care agency to streamline your operation, okay, to streamline your operation, to boost productivity, and to maximize profit effortlessly, right? So we're gonna show you how to do that. So August 4th to the 8th, this is when the workshop is happening. Systemize to scale with AI. We're gonna show you how to systemize structure systems in your home care agency so that you can scale with the help of AI and automation, right? Leveraging AI and automation to systemize your home care agency to scale. So August 4th to August 8th. Team, please drop the link in the chat for me. Drop the link in the chat for me so that people are ready to register. They can register and attend this workshop. A couple of things. This workshop is August 4th to the 8th. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so it's in the evening. You don't have to worry about messing up your schedule, your group, everything. It's in the evening. It's virtual. It's virtual, so it's at your home. You don't have to travel anywhere. You don't have to make any preparation, do anything. It's virtual. You can be at your office. You can be in your house. It's virtual, and it's about 2 hours a night. It's about 2 hours a night, and the other thing is, it's it's only $37. Like literally only $37 for 10 hours of training. $37 for 10 hours of training, right? So by any means, make sure that you attend this workshop. If you do care about your home care agency, if you do care about boosting productivity in your home care agency, if you do care about streamlining your home care agency, this workshop is the workshop that you must attend. this is the workshop that you must attend. So go ahead and make sure that you register. Make sure that you register, you save your seat to this workshop. Okay. So number three, the third way that you can leverage AI in automation in your home care agency. You can make AI work for your home care agency is actually helping you get better caregivers, right? It's helping you get better caregivers. So how do you do that? Because you can literally tell your AI to um, to triage, right? To triage um, your the stack of applications that you receive, right? You can tell your AI to triage the stack of application that you receive. I remember when I was little, um, at my house, we actually used to um, we actually used to make peanut butter, right? We actually used to make peanut butter. So, in order to make the peanut butter, so they uh, they grill the peanuts, right? So they grill it, and then after they done grilling it, of course, some of the pieces may not be good, right? Some of the peanuts may not be good, and what they would do is getting us kids to sit down and actually go through everything and take out the ones that are not good, right? The ones that are spoiled. So even actually before they are grilled, they do that before they grill them. So before they put them in the pot and then get them to actually um, it's not boiled. They don't boil it, but it's more like grilling, right? So so we would have to sit down. First of all, we crack open the shell to get the peanut uh, in some kind of container. And then after that, we go through it, right? We go through it. So some of us are cracking open, and then some of us are actually going through it, taking out the triaging. Basically, we were doing a triage, taking out the bad parts, and all that the elder person was actually going to make the peanut butter. All that they have to do is to get the final container from us with the good peanuts, right? With the good peanuts, and then all they have to do is go and make and get it grounded, right? So that's all they had to do. So, but us kids, it could have been like five, six of us going through all of those, peanuts, trying to take out the bad ones and crack open the shells, take out the bad ones, and making sure they have a final good selection of grains of peanuts. It's kind of like the same thing when I'm thinking about it, right? You have you have a bunch of applications, and now you have your AI going through all of them and making sure that, hey, the ones that do not meet your criteria, that they get put to the side, and only the ones that do meet your criteria actually get to you, and then you can go and bring them to the next step. So that's basically that is effectively what you can get AI to do for you, um, uh, for your home care agency. In essence, is having AI work like a bunch of workers you have, right? You have a lot of workers going through your applications for you very fast, and giving you the ones that are good, and kick out the ones that don't meet your criteria. So those are the three ways you can make AI work for you, and easily. Those works, they take like seconds, if not a few minutes, to get done, and saving you time, right? Saving you time, boosting your productivity, and of course, increase your profit. So, you want to know more about that? You want to know more how to actually apply this in your home care agency? Join the workshop. Okay, join the workshop so that you can learn how to leverage AI and automation in your home care agency. By the way, just go ahead in the chat and put me in the chat if you have not reserved your ticket yet. If you haven't reserved your ticket yet, put me in the chat because you need to get your ticket. You need to get your ticket to join the workshop. A couple of things. I said general admission is only $37. However, you do have access once you register for general admission. You do have the option to upgrade to VIP. You do have the option to upgrade to VIP. How do you upgrade to what do you get when you upgrade to VIP? You get a couple of things. You get access to the replay. You have 14 days access to the replay. After that, let's say you miss a couple of minutes, or you get access to the replay. You can go back and watch the replay 14 days after the workshop is done. You can watch the replay. Number two, you also get a workbook mailed out to you. You get a workbook that is mailed out to you, a physical workbook that is mailed out to you. You'll get that in the mail starting Monday. Number three, what number three, which is my favorite, frankly, that's my favorite, is actually we added Q&As to it. We added Q&A. So there will be a Q&A session for VIP where Sue and I we meet with the VIP attendees separately and just answer any questions that they have. Any questions. It can be related to operations, related to um, marketing, related to anything in your home care agency, and we will sit there and answer you. And here's the good thing about the VIP when I said the Q&A. Yes, you and I, we want to take the opportunity to coach you, to give you like the direct coaching during that time. By the way, it's group, it's not individual sessions. The VIP is a group session with all other VIPs. But the beautiful thing is that there may be a question that you ask, and there is someone else, another VIP, who actually just been through that same scenario, and they can give you their input as well, right? Yes, I may have been through it. Sue may have been through it. We may know what it is. We may have seen it with our other clients, our mastermind clients, or any other clients that we've had. But guess what? There may be someone else right in that VIP session who has an experience with that same scenario and can get you unstuck as well. So that's the beauty of being, part of a group of people who are leveling up. So just go ahead and do that with upgrading to VIP, and we will see you at the VIP session. So go ahead and register. Click on the link, register. Is the link in the chat? Is the link in the chat? Tim, please go ahead and drop the link in the chat. Drop the link in the chat for me. So go ahead, click the link and register. And we can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you at the workshop August 4th to the 8th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Reserve your seat now. Do not wait. When I say do not wait to do it later. Reserve your seat right now. We can't wait to see you. Have a wonderful and blessed evening. God bless you. Bye bye.